Hello everyone, I am Mohtasim.
Hey everyone, I'm Mahir.
Hello guys, myself Lekesh.
Hello, this is Rohan.
Hi guys, I am Abrar.
And this is the Ask Me Anything challenge presented by BDACC.
Okay, let's start.
Alright guys, first question. Did you prepare for both SD and DSML roles from the start, or did you shift your focus later?
What I did was I actually focused more on DSA earlier. Then, meanwhile, they asked me to do something related to development. So I focused more on ML because I'm interested. What did you do?
Honestly, in the first year I had no clue what I need to do. So I explored all domains. I ventured into all kinds of events and understood all clubs. And at the end of second year, I understood that SD and ML role, one of the two should be my choice. And then, given the fact that our circular branches have opportunities in SD, I switched to SD.
Alright, so we have got another question. So it tells, for first years, would you advise them to do some basic online internship or take up a course during the vacation?
I'll answer. So for first years, I would say that the summer is a time for them to develop the skill set. So I would say they should take some course and develop the skills which in whichever domain they want to go in. And in the second year summer, they can apply those skills and do an internship. What are your views on it?
Yeah, I would say the same because first of all, the opportunities for first years to get a online internship is tough. And if they want to get some practical knowledge of it, they might try for an online internship. Otherwise, the first year vacation, you can try for exploring more domains. Choosing a domain in the first year and working on it more during the second year would be more helpful.
Yeah, you can do internships under professors from various IITs and NITWs. You can.
Once we can get a clarity of which domain they are interested, they can go for that particular domain research internship or something in the second year.
Okay, we do another good question actually. Is it better to have one deep project in a particular domain or multiple smaller projects? In my opinion, having mix of both can be beneficial actually. A deep project shows your ability to dive into complex problems, while multiple smaller projects demonstrate your ability to handle different situations, I guess. Any views on this?
So, what's my opinion is, as far as the smaller projects are concerned, they help you in practice. They'll strengthen you, and when you are going to do a bigger project, so you'll be getting a lot of aid from that project. So you can also showcase that only big project in your resume. So you can flex it in your resume. That's what I think.
I kept actually one major project and two minor projects. So interviewers ask, depends upon the company, they ask me differently. Measure on the major project what I did. Some are focusing on minor projects depending upon the specification of the role.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I got another question. I think this one's from the first years. So, how to make the most of the 3-month vacation at the end of the year? Anything but K-drama, guys. Anything but K-drama.
So I would like to answer that question. So, see, in a preparation, you have majorly two questions to ask. Like, why are you preparing and how are you preparing? Right? So, if you don't know your why, then, when you face hindrances or some roadblocks ahead, then you will not continue further. So, as Mahir and Abrar said that, you have to know your field which you are venturing into. Like, is it SD, is it ML, is it something else related to consulting, XYZ, right? So you should know why you're doing it in the first place. It should not be just because my friend's doing, I just heard it from someone else. Know it personally why you're doing it. That will help a lot when you don't feel like doing it. And the second aspect is how you should do it. That's very important since you may do a hard work, but it might not result into the optimal outcome if you don't do it the right way. So the thing is that you should refer your seniors and ask them what they did, ask others' experiences, and then prefer standard resources and not experiment too much. Also, there are two things that my seniors had said which really helped me a lot. One thing is that after the internship season, when the internship season starts, right? So many of your friends will start getting interns, and you might have the pressure of getting an intern really quick, right? So the mental resilience to bounce back even after you didn't get shortlisted for an OT or getting rejected after an interview round, that should be kept in mind and that should be built. So expect less, do your best, but prepare for the worst as well. That's one thing. And lastly, if I have to say,
Actually, in first years, they have to explore more. So in second is what they have to do and which domain they have to go. In first years, in that summer vacation, they can explore what they want to do.
yeah, after they explore, then they can utilize.
They can plan accordingly that
in
second year. Yeah.
Okay, here we go, another one. How to get started towards building a career in embedded systems?
Embedded systems people salute because it's not like coffee.
I agree on that.
All right, I'll answer it. So, in order to start with embedded systems, I would say to learn C language first. After that, you can maybe learn microcontrollers like 8051 and also microprocessors. You can start with basics like 8086 and maybe move on to advanced ones like Pentium. And apart from that, it's really handy to have some hands-on experience by using Arduino and maybe having some projects like we have an event known as Inothon in our college. It's organized by the electrical engineering department. So if you are in your first and second years, you can even participate in that and present that in your resume. It will be a good addition to it. And yeah, that's it.
Look at the aura, embedded systems, clouds are forming.
Nice.
Mahir, क्या चल रहा है?
Fog चल रहा है.
So I got a message. So let's now address the big elephant in the room. What was the recruitment process like for your internship, online test, interview, etc.? Who wants to take it?
We can answer. Typically, it involves an online application initially. Then there are online tests, OTs, which we call. In that, they'll ask technical stuff and aptitude question, DSA, and job profile related questions too.
Varies from company to company.
It varies from company to company. Yeah.
Some companies stop it with MCQs.
Yeah.
Aptitude questions.
And
Computer
some companies require only coding, 2 hours of code, like complete.
Yeah. After that, if you are shortlisted, there will be technical rounds and HR rounds. In technical rounds, you may get problem solving skills related DSA mostly, and
Questions on the core topics.
on resume, on your projects, what you've done, and the progress up to which you completed till the BTech.
Also, one thing to mention is that sometimes people are shortlisted for OT and or interview based on the resume as well. So make sure you put a proper resume while applying.
Yeah, some companies also ask, like, some companies may also conduct group discussion and case studies too. Then you have to make note of it actually.
And finally, before you get your offer, we have a hiring manager round as well.
Yeah, HR.
All right, we have one more question. Apart from technical knowledge, do they ask any questions related to core subjects? If yes, what are they? Who wants to take it?
So I'll take it. As far as computer science fundamentals are concerned, they'll ask you related to OOPS and DBMS primarily for interns. And further, they might ask you about operating systems and computer networks also. So in OOPS, they especially focus on the 4 pillars. So and DBMS, the ACID properties. And yeah.
For ML internships, they might ask about statistical concepts and learning algorithms.
Yeah.
You'll ask questions from core, given that you are from computer science. I mean, if you're a chemical guy, you won't ask chemical core questions in an SD round, right?
Yeah.
So if you're a computer science guy, and then from the question that they ask, core related to computer science fundamentals in an SD or ML role. But other roles like for other branches, you will have other roles, which, for example, as you mentioned, embedded systems, wherein the electrical core or the EC core questions might be asked.
Yeah.
All right. So, again, a great question again. So, do companies ask questions based on our resume, or they stick to some predefined topics?
I'll take it up. So, majorly companies stick to the predefined topics only. But if there are any buzzwords in your resume like AI, ML, or maybe something related which is going on in the research, then obviously the interviewer will want to make sure that you are not bluffing and it is real. So he will obviously pose a question in that domain. Yeah.
I mean, I had a different perspective that you can't generalize this thing to all companies. Some companies have different way of asking. The thumb rule is that every company asks what you presented in your resume. So that's a short question. So make sure you prepare it and go to the interview. And with regards to what to be asked, there are companies, depending on what the job profile is, they ask specific core concepts. But that you can refer to seniors, previous year experiences, and you can know about them.
If you mention anything particularly, it can be part of project discussions. They might ask what resources you use. It will be helpful for you. We can say for ML there are many resources like Kaggle for practical experiences and Stanford CS229 cheat sheet is there. It may be helpful.
Hugging Face also.
Yeah.
And a lot of YouTube resources also.
We'll pin down the resources in the
Description.
We started it. No.
Guys, we got another question. What advice would you give to your second year self if you could go back in time?
Okay. I wish I had more practice with some skills like solving GFG puzzles and effectively communicating our project experiences, like from scratch to what we developed and what we learned from it. We can tell to interviews.
Also, in my case, I actually focused more on DSA. So I would tell myself to focus more on, balanced focus on DSA and development as well.
On a lighter note, I would say that पढ़ ले भाई थोड़ा सोना कम कर and these things, difficult things take time. Such as DSA, you have to actually start consistently from pretty much from the start of second year, or it takes time to build a stronghold in DSA. And also two things that I think I would do differently is that there's this thing of hyper comparison. Somebody is achieving something, you're not there yet. Understand that everyone is unique, everyone's journey is unique, and as long as you are doing the process right, you're focusing on the process, not the result, you will get there slowly but surely. And the other thing that I thought was
Actually, we can include some skills like answering the behavioral questions effectively. And one note I'll mention, wait. Practicing the STAR method. STAR means situation, task, action, result for structural responses. To behavioral questions, this would be more helpful, I guess.
from that I also remember that in my childhood my father used to say that soft skills is 80% and hard skills is 20%. I honestly took it as a joke, but when the internship season was starting, then I could actually understand how important and crucial was it to explain your concept and the process that you are going through. Because I actually heard that an interviewee quoted a problem and said DP. I am like, what DP? Destined Courier, display profile, data processing, what is it? You should say dynamic programming and explain it to the interviewer as if he's a 2-year-old. Right?
Yeah.
Don't ask me shortcuts, you have to answer in full forms. It's better, actually.
And adding to what Mohtasim said regarding DSA, if you are late to the competition, like if you're starting in the vacation of your second year, I would say you do consistently with the DSA, because obviously you're going to have a technical round even in the interview or for the online assessment. You must need a little bit of DSA, at least the basics, to clear some of the interviews. I would not say like you get 100% accurate, like 100% victory in the interview with the DSA, but you must devote your time in your second year for learning DSA, for finding how to understand the algorithms and all.
Now, if you are interested in the core like embedded systems, then obviously in order to develop that technical acumen, you need to start from the very start. And a very important thing in this role will be your CGPA as well, because the companies only allow people who have a CGPA above 8.
Yeah.
Kept restriction on it.
Okay, and adding to this, don't stress too much because you'll go barred early.
Communication is effective. Don't forget this. When we face HR on, you get to know about this actually.
See, if it is meant for you, it won't miss you. So don't worry. Keep focusing on the process, not the result. Expect less, work more. That's it.
Don't forget to follow the star method.
I think we should wrap it up. The fog is so good. Photos
Yeah,
खींचना
yeah.
है.
Photo खींचना है. So the last question we'll take it today.
Absolutely.
So how to write a good cold email?
Yeah, simple. Keep the email in the fridge.
No, I think we should write email in this kind of situation where there is fog.
Achha, in a cool mind.
Cool mind. Cool
It
email
should
बन
be
जाएगा.
concise, personalized, and you have to state your interest clearly in it. Actually,
Uh,
if you want,
yeah, so okay, so I would add to this, we have a Medium article which is waiting for you in the description, which was written by our club president Aditi Babu. You can go and refer it.
Yes.
Okay, that's all for today, guys.
Like, share, and subscribe.